I'm going to show you guys a simple food workshop, which is a Chinese dumpling workshop. So I'm going to make a vegetarian dumpling. Hopefully you guys like it, and if you want, you can follow the step by step, and hopefully you can make some dumplings. So the flour I'm using is just plain flour. I think, yeah, just plain flour. Sorry, just literally plain flours. So you can get most supermarkets, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna mix that and add a little bit of water, just like this. Really simple. So with the water, there's no specific, like a measurement, like how much you need or what. It depends on, like I said, depends on how much flour you're going to use. Okay, so I'm gonna take this dough out. In my opinion, I think it's kind of ready, like that. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna leave the dough in the bowl. So just like a little bit rest. You can use a plate or bowl to cover the flour, because if you don't cover it, sometimes if you leave it too long, they can get dry very quickly. So I just like cover like that. As I said, guys, okay, this is just to show you guys, give you guys some ideas how to make the dumplings. I'm not a professional, so yeah, this is the way I'm making it. I'm gonna fry the eggs, and then I'm gonna put it in a bowl. So I'm gonna use the fried eggs mixed with some vegetables in a minute. Okay, crack some eggs. So for the eggs, obviously you guys can use many as you want. So you can use, depends on how many people eating it. So for me, I'm going to make around between 3 or 4 people eating the dumplings. So I'm using around about 8 eggs. So you guys can, depends. If you make it for yourself, you can just use 2 or 3 or 4 eggs. So yes, really depends. And really depends if you like egg. Of course, you don't have to have eggs. Yeah, so once you put eggs in, just wait a little bit. Once you see the, the bubbles around the edges, then making sure to stir the egg gently. Still not hot enough. That's okay. cold before you mix with other stuff. And you can't mix it with the hot, but sometimes can change the flavor. Yeah, just waiting for they cold. When they get cold, mix it with different vegetables. Okay, so next step is I'm going to cut this Chinese cabbage into small pieces. To be honest, this one, this one probably the most difficult part of the process, because you have to cut really fine pieces, in order to make a dumpling shape. Because if you cut too big, then you can't make a dumpling properly. So so I'm gonna cut this into the small pieces. So I only got this knife because there's a, in China they're using the knife is massive. So this is the best knife I can find so in the market. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to cut this into, and again, it really depends on how much you're going to make the dumpling. So this is enough for me for today. So right now, I think it's smaller enough. Well, you can't do a little bit more, to be honest. But for now, I think it's enough for us to use right now. So I'm gonna pour this into the bowl. Okay, so now this is obviously spring onion. So you can get this in most supermarket. So I got a 3. Okay, so this two is like 1. Anyway, so this is 3 spring onions. I'm going to cut this into small pieces again. So so basically everything, all the ingredients, you try to make small pieces to mix it together. Okay, so this is my way going to cut, and you might have a better way. So you can let me know your way. So this is my way to make small pieces. Okay, so that's it. That's a spring onion, smaller enough for us to use. Again, so I'm gonna put in this bowl. You don't want to make it too runny or too much water in it. So for example, the cabbage earlier I cut it, and I had took some water out because there was too much water in it. So if you make too much water, and when you make a dumpling, it's gonna be a little bit difficult. Alright, so next one is mushrooms. So this is why I got mushrooms. Okay, so I'm gonna use like just that amount. That's enough for me. Again, you're gonna make a small pieces. So mushroom, this is what I do. Again, to put in here. So next one, I'm going to cut one garlic, and I like garlic. So this is really good for you. From the health, there's a lot of health benefit from the garlic. So again, there's no specific how much garlic you can put in your filling. So for me, I just use the whole garlic. Then hopefully that's enough for me. Garlic very easy. Garlic's done. Again, like I said earlier, so I'm going to put the garlic in here. Yeah. All right. So I have one more ingredient, which is ginger. So garlic and ginger. So this is the two key things to make a dumpling. Of course, some of you guys probably don't like ginger or garlic. So if you don't like it, so you don't have to put it in. But to me, these two is key to make a dumpling, because they make a dumpling really tasty. So yeah, I'm just going to pure. Now I got some coriander as well, so yeah, this is quite a nice one. So I'm gonna cut. This is very tasty, by the way. So I'm gonna cut it into small pieces again. Okay, so earlier we cooked the eggs, yeah, so still good. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna add the eggs in here. Some salt, this is our, so again, it's not specific amount, so depends on your taste, how strong you taste. I just add enough for you. So for me, that's about half a spoon. And I'm gonna add some this stuff. Okay, I'm gonna add something in. Not too much. Okay. And then I'm gonna add some pepper. Like this. Again, don't add too much if you're not into spicy. So that's enough for me. Then 1 X cube, vegetable X cube. Just add 1. Okay, this is Japanese soy sauce. So you can get different type of soy sauce if you want to. And okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit. Make sure not too much. Okay. Then I'm gonna add some cooking oil. So this is a vegetable oil. So I'm gonna add some of these. Okay, so then I'm gonna add this oil. So this is called you can't get it from Sainsbury. So this is kind of advertising for Sainsbury. Okay, then I'm gonna add a tiny bit of the cooking oil, like the cooking alcohol, wine. You know, wine, cooking. Right. So that's pretty much. If you want a pepper, depends on your taste. If you want a black pepper, you can add in, or some spice you can add in. But for me, that's a flavor for me. So it really depends on your taste. So you can add different flavor, suit your own taste. Okay. So then after I add everything in, so I'm gonna mix. I'm gonna mix everything together. Oh, I already smell the dumplings. Smells good. Dumpling filling done. So this one, obviously, you don't have to cut as small. So this one you can cut a little bit bigger piece. I think this chili is very spicy, I think. Right. I'm gonna put a little bit cooking oil in there first. Yeah. So next one, like olive oil. You can use most type of olive oil. Put a lot of olive oil and a little bit of salt. Make sure don't put too much. Okay, so soy sauce. This is a dark soy sauce. Don't put too much. It's a little bit. Okay, so then lastly, so you need light soy sauce. The soy sauce we used for our filling. Okay. So after that, okay, so you just use the spoon to mix. Good. So that's our chili sauce. Okay, so this is garlic. Okay, so just chop the garlic. We're gonna make a garlic sauce as well. So similar the chili sauce process. So you just add a little bit of vegetable oil and a little bit olive oil. Well, a lot of olive oil, sorry. Okay, then a little bit salt. Don't add too much salt. Okay, that's enough. And you just literally need the light soy sauce. Okay. Mix. So that's it. Here you go. This is your garlic sauce. I'm gonna put a little bit of flour on the plate for your dumpling because just stop the dumpling to stick on the plate. So this is really easy, just like that. Okay, that should be enough. Now look at our dough. So our dough, yeah, looking good. Yeah. So we put a little bit of flour. Okay, so that's looking good now. So what I do is just cut a little bit. Like that. So this is just some ideas, guys. Yeah. So I mean, I'm not an expert, so I just give you some ideas how I'm making this. Okay. So there's some people really good with this. Okay. So you just basically making like a really long, like kind of steak. Okay, Okay, so now you just cut roughly about this much to make about one finger distance. Let's make sort of this, and then what you need to do is put a bit more flour, and because just to stop sticky, otherwise it's really sticky. Okay, next one you just make flat, a kind of a bread shape. So then you kind of, okay, so to do this I got a rolling pin, so hopefully you guys have got a rolling pin as well. If you don't have a rolling pin, I saw some people use glass, you know, like round glass. Then you can use that if you wanted to. So that's it, this is first one. So I'm gonna make a few first before I can make an actual dumpling. Put the filling, for example, like that in here. Okay, that's about enough, right? I'm gonna show you how to exactly do it. It's not that difficult at all. So basically, first of all, you pin the middle bit, pin together like that. Then you just kind of filling from the side like that, just fold it in. Then you just squish together, and this is side exactly the same. Just squish together. Like that. So make sure on the top bit tight and really stick it together. There you go. This is it. This is the actual dumpling, you know, for the new year. This is our first one. Okay, make more. Just to give you guys some ideas how to do it. So the middle and fold it in on the side. The same. Okay, second one. One more. Here you go. So that's it. This is a dumpling. So I hope you guys know how to make it. So in a minute I'm gonna cook it. Yeah, so I'm gonna put quite high for my water, to boil water. So then now just waiting for the water to boil. Then when the water boils, so basically as you can see, that's my dumpling earlier. So I'm gonna put a dumpling into the boiled water. So, and I'm gonna show you how to when it's ready. And it's really simple, it's not complicated at all. Right now let's put these dumplings into the boiled water. So make sure the water very hot, yeah? Do be careful. You might break the dumplings. Just do it gently like this for a few times. And then you just wait. So when you know the dumplings are ready, basically when the water boiled and all the dumplings flow up, and then you know the dumplings are ready. Because this one's vegetarian, majority of like eggs, the chive is very easy to cook. So you don't need to cook it so long or too many times. So roughly around 2 or 3 minutes it should be ready. Okay, so right now the dumplings are ready. As you can see, all the dumplings flow up, and you know it's quite hard now. So Yeah, so let's take it out and let's see. I'm gonna turn the heating down now. 一半能 switch it off. This is our dumpling.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Those flavors are nice. Try a bit of the garlic. You can really taste the ginger.
Yeah.
Ginger really comes out. It's got a lovely spiciness to it. That's
very
lovely.
good.
I'm gonna keep going.
By the way, this is our cameraman. Been filming it for hours now. Deserve for this. Good?
Yeah, the texture is lovely. The fillings were nicely warmed. It's really good. It's really tasty.